Welcome back to Awesome Truth, and we about to talk about SmackDown today.
Yeah, and first thing we're gonna talk about is gonna be Paul Heyman and LA Knight promo, bitch. They was going back and forth at the beginning of the show. What you thought about that?
I thought it was interesting to see LA Knight with Paul Heyman because LA Knight was not trying to hear Paul Heyman. LA Knight was just trying to see where Steph Rollins was.
Yeah, I noticed that Paul Heyman be bothering LA Knight the past few weeks. I don't know what's going on with them two right now. So LA Knight threatened Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman didn't like what happened. So of course Paul Heyman for his people, Braun Breaker and Braun Segui. What you thought about that?
Yeah, he bring the bronze for him to go against him. But LA Knight actually did really good against them. He used the chair and, he scared them off. And, yeah, he got them mad, to be honest.
Yeah, interesting. But I want to see what's going to go on with them in the future because it keep growing the storyline. So on this segment, we're going to talk about Oscar versus Alexa Bliss. Qualified match for the Queen of the Ring.
It's a qualifier match.
For the Queen of the Ring. And what you thought about this match?
Yeah, it was pretty, hype with Asuka and Alexa Bliss. I thought Alexa Bliss was doing the Twisted Bliss, but it looked like Asuka was going to reverse it the first time. That's why she didn't do the Twisted Bliss. And then she did it again, and then Asuka reversed it, did her move, and then she, qualified to be in the finals for the Queen of the Ring. So she's going to be in Night of Champions facing Jade Cargill or Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, this match kind of surprised me. For some strange reason, I thought Charlotte was going to get involved because...
I don't think it's a strange reason. I think it's an understandable reason because of the storyline that's going on with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss, but it makes more sense when we start watching SmackDown, frequently and see what happens with those two. But I had a feeling that Asuka was going to win, and Asuka won the match, and she's going to fight Jade Cargill or Roxanne Perez at Night of Champions.
Yeah, definitely.
So we got Cody Rhodes coming, talking about, King of the Ring and, talking about the people. Then Jey Uso came and they started eating for how long. And then Sami Zayn comes and interferes and said, hey man, I'm ready to fight whoever. Gotta fight Jay, gotta fight Cody. And then Sami Zayn forgot he gotta fight somebody else. He gotta fight Randy Orton. Now we have everybody in the ring, all these baby faces on the ring. So it's crazy.
Yes, I really find it so interesting that all baby faces are going to face each other, which, it's going to be something different. So that's what's real interesting because it's kind of hard. Where it's face and face is usually not that predictable. So I guess I kind of understand why they did it this way, but I don't know. I never thought it was going to be this four at the top four for the King of the Ring. But the segment was good. Every face kept saying to each other that if they win, they already have, everybody had their own plan for the King of the Ring. I almost say Queen.
Yeah, basically it makes sense. So the SmackDown people are trying to go against John Cena, and then the Raw guys are, gonna go for Gunther. So it kind of, fits. And yeah, and then the setups for the next match that we're gonna talk about, the next segment, is Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn.
So on this segment, we're gonna talk about Randy Orton versus Sami Zayn, which it was a pretty good match. To be honest, I did not know who was gonna win because it was going back and forth, and it was kind of unpredictable. What do you thought about this match?
Yeah, I thought this match was more unpredictable than the Asuka match with Alexa Bliss, but yeah, this match, it was weird because in a weird way, I think it's gonna be Randy Orton versus Cody now because of Randy Orton winning. That makes the most storyline sense. But Sami Zayn is such a good face. He makes you want to root for him, even when I'm not even trying to root for him because I don't want Sami Zayn to fight Jey Uso because that would have happened for the match. Sami Zayn is such a good face. It just makes you want to root for him, even when you don't want to root for him.
No, yeah, definitely. And like we were saying before, if Randy Orton would win, we have a feeling it's gonna be Cody Rhodes who's gonna win the next one. But now that we know that Randy Orton won, most likely it's gonna be. That makes sense.
No, you're talking about Jay. I know what you're getting. Okay, let me just
Okay,
say-
this is what we were thinking. If Sami Zayn will win this match, our prediction will be Jey Uso. But since Randy Orton won, now our prediction is gonna be Cody Rhodes.
yes.
Now I'm making more sense. My bad.
Yes. I think Randy Orton and Cody make sense, but you even said, what if Jey Uso win? And I'm like, I don't. He could win, but like it just makes now more sense for Cody Rhodes to win this match and for them to both try to go against John Cena. Because I know Randy Orton is not gonna win, and I wish they put somebody new in the finals because he did the finals last year versus Gunther. So this is his second finals in a row for King of the Ring. And I don't think he's gonna win this one either because I think Cody and Jay, these two have a better chance for Randy Orton.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
but yeah, Randy Orton is gonna go to the finals of the King of the Ring at Night of Champions.
So on this segment, we're gonna have Nia Jax walking to the ring and demanding, of course, Tiffany trying to fight her for the belt. So of course, Tiffany come out and challenge Nia Jax. What do you think about that?
Yeah, they challenge for each other for a last woman standing match. I think that would be interesting. Maybe, like you said, a chance for Naomi to catch in. It is going to be in Saudi Arabia, so it's a big crowd to do it on. So that might be a chance, especially now that it's going to be in Saudi Arabia next week. And they're doing a lot of big matches for SmackDown because it's in Saudi Arabia. So, yeah, I'm curious what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, definitely. But I find it funny that Nia Jax attacked Tiffy. Tiffy's on the floor. Naomi tried to cash in for the bell, but Nia stopped her. That makes sense right now?
I really did. This is the second week in a row where Nia Jax stopped Naomi. And I don't understand the logic of Nia Jax. Yeah, I'm making Nia Jax character stupid because how Nia Jax is undefeated in Naomi. Why wouldn't you want the person you're undefeated with win the championship? I understand you have your beef with Tiffy, but if you really don't like Tiffy, wouldn't you be happy if she lost the championship? I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah, but it seemed like Naomi want to cash it in real quick. So I think there's a small chance she might cash it in next week.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah, because the second time she got stopped by Nia Jax. Hopefully, Nia Jax doesn't stop it next week.
I have a feeling she might. I have a feeling Nia Jax might stop. I don't understand stopping somebody catching in. Yeah, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting next week or the next SmackDown. Yeah, if you love what we doing, because we love what you doing, you can always follow us at
on our Instagram or TikTok, where you're gonna see all the Cena pipe bomb reactions, and subscribe on our YouTube page.
Yeah, and if you're still watching us, I just want to say thank you and peace.